Wait a second. Are you hungry? Sure?
Sorry, you can hear my dog's pitter patter.
No?
Bug,
No,
sit
not
down.
really.
Stop walking. Oh.
Cutie cute.
Hello, I'm Patty.
Hi, I'm Tetta.
And this is Tettatete, a private conversation between two people.
We talk about everything from self-care, career, motherhood, relationships, therapy, healing, and all that.
Yeah, and then you mentioned it. Today we're going to be talking about motherhood. So, what about motherhood do you want to talk about today?
I think I want to understand how we can navigate motherhood in this time and age.
You're a mom of an 11-year-old, right?
Yes, and I'm seeing several transitions already. Transitions to being, wanting to be extra independent. I'm seeing several patterns now.
Ah, okay, okay.
It's because you have a 26-year-old. So I have a lot to learn from you.
It also depends on the character of the child and then the character of the parents. It's both nature and nurture. You know what I'm
I
saying?
like that.
It also matters how you brought her up, where you brought her up, and the system of her life as a toddler, her life as a young adult. But since you're dealing with an 11-year-old, I figure that can be a little challenging for you. What are the challenges are you really worried about or concerned about?
Okay, number one, before she would be a little clingy.
Before, like, what age?
Actually, when she turned 10, I noticed several differences with her behavior. You know what I mean? Number one, she tries not really to argue, but she negotiates a lot. Okay, it's good. It means she's headstrong. So she wants to fight for what she thinks she should have, what she thinks I should give her.
Right.
Lately, I'm not sure if this is her personality now or if it will be. Well, she used to be really nice. She is still nice, don't get me wrong. She used to be very obedient, but now it's different. She tries not really to argue, but she just doesn't say yes all the time.
Is this the tweens part?
Near tween.
Near
Yeah.
tweens. Remember, there are stages to childhood as pertaining to how the daughter or the child is to the mom, particularly a daughter. They say
Yeah.
from 0 to 4, mom is safety and home, so she gets her security physically and emotionally from the
And
mom
her milk.
and her milk.
I breastfed till she was 3 years old.
Oh my God, same. Like
See?
almost like near 4 years old. I was her
Yeah.
baon in school. So you breastfed for 3 years. Oh, that's great. Did you know that Michael Jordan, the basketball player,
Yes.
was breastfed till he was 5 years old? I don't know.
It was my mother-in-law who said that you've been breastfeeding too long. She needs to
Okay.
be independent. So I remember, I'll just give you a quick cuento. I was a reporter then. Okay.
Okay. Ah, you were still working. You didn't stop working while breastfeeding.
I stopped for like 5 months.
Okay.
So my maternity leave was stretched like anything up to 5 months. And my boss was like, hey, babalik ka pa ba? And I said, yes, sir. Sabi ko, it's just that, give me a little bit more time. And he was like, hoy, 5 months na yung maternity leave mo. Bumalik ka na. I'm like, okay, sige, sir. 5 months. And I was really focused on breastfeeding. So I had a breast pump. There's like a press conference. You can feel if you should start extracting, right?
Yeah, it gets really hard, right?
It's really hard and mabigat. You also don't want to leak, you know what I mean?
If you don't express that, you'll get feverish and you'll get sick.
Exactly. So I was so good at this. So what I would do if there was a press conference, I'd sit myself at the back part of the venue. Normally kasi I used to cover business. Most of my coverages were air conditioned, usually in hotels. My cameraman and my assistant cameraman would know how I would do it. I'm like, okay, sige boss, dun ka na sa likod. I would attach everything. Hindi naman nakikita because
Right.
it's covered, yeah. And then, so syempre, normally if it's a press conference, it'll be like 30 minutes, 30 to 45 minutes. And I thought I was so discreet about it, okay? So, okay na. So parang, oh yes, finally.
Okay, okay.
Parang 2 bottles were filled up. So,
Wow.
nilagay ko na siya. Diba? Nilagay ko na siya.
Okay.
So, this is a complete set, by the way, for the moms who are listening out there. I'm sure you know what
Right.
I'm talking about.
Yes, yes.
Medela, right?
Yeah, Medela.
Okay. It's not sponsored, by the way.
We're not sponsored by Medela.
So I thought I was so discreet. I told my crew, okay, interviewin natin yung CEO ha. Hindi naman ako nakita. Hindi ka nakita, boss. Ganyan. Okay, sige. After the interview, you'll have your B-roll, right? We called it Sitner. So I told the CEO, sir, is it okay? Can we just walk a little bit? While we were talking, she was like, you know what? I admire you so much. Sabi ko, me? Sir, what are you talking about, sir? Sabi niya, no, I know your bag. Oh, my bag! My Medela bag! And you were right there at the very end of the room. Sir, I don't know what to say.
Sir.
Sir, I thought I was so discreet. Sabi niya, no. You were discreet. It's just that I know what you were doing. It's the bag. And I remember my wife did that before. That's why I salute you and I'm proud of you. It's not easy to do what you're doing. I'm like, oh, thank you, sir.
Very nice of him to acknowledge and to say that, what you're doing is something to be proud of. It's not something you should hide, though, but you should for decency purposes. But at least people around you, like especially in the business world, understood what you were trying to do. You were trying to be a really good mom, right?
Yes, while working.
It's good to be surrounded by, like, say, people in the workplace who understand what you're trying to do. As a mom, as a woman, especially if they're men, tapos they understand what you're doing. A good thing about breastfeeding, it also benefits not just the baby, but also you and your body. I remember no matter how much I ate before, as long as I was breastfeeding, I didn't grow big. I lost a lot of weight, but my gazungas were kind of bigger.
I know.
So in my head, can I breastfeed forever? But no. Not everybody is lucky enough to breastfeed for that long. Others don't have milk coming out of them even after giving birth. I think I shared some of my milk to one of the moms in the hospital back then because she didn't have any milk. It's important, especially the first few months of breastfeeding. So I guess that's why your child she has a mind of her own. I guess you're in the stage where she compares herself to you.
No, not really.
No?
But she wants to have her own style, own personality. Oo, nagiging independent na siya.
With my daughter, I support whatever she wanted to do, she wanted to say. But I will tell her the pros and cons of. I never stopped her. Ma, I want to do this. Ma, I want to wear this. Oh, sure. But with proper guidance, that's cool. Just let them find out things about themselves. I think our role is to just be there and be supportive and show her that I can guide you if you want my advice. I'm here. If not, I'll just be watching over you. I hope you don't mind if I say my piece, but as long as they're not in trouble, they're not in danger. Every moment that is presented is a teaching moment. I tell her what is right and what is wrong. I sit her down. Most of the time. I've always talked to my daughter, no matter how small she was, to her level, what she could understand. I think this phase of your daughter at 11, finding her own identity, that's okay. Just, be supportive and be there.
But it's hard.
Yeah.
Not to lose your temper. I mean, how do you do it? I'm not saying they fight back or they answer you back, but sometimes, when they negotiate, iba na eh.
If something does not sit well with you, like you don't like the way she answered you back, I think you should sit her down and, you know what, let's talk. Can we talk? Because I wouldn't do that to you. When you said that, you hurt Mama's feelings. Mama only wants the best for you. Like, you may have friends here or there, you love them and all that, but no one will ever love you like I do because I have no hidden agenda. I'm saying this because I love you. Do you have sit-downs with your daughter, like heart to heart every time? That's what I do all the time with my daughter.
Which is really good. Yes, I have that. I carve out time for that. And then before, I would also go on little dates with her.
Yes, just you and her.
Yes. And then we talk about her concerns.
At least she's able to express herself.
All the time. Sometimes a little too much, but it's okay. I mean,
that's good. You know what? My non-negotiable is lying.
Amen.
I told my
Yes.
daughter, you can tell me anything. Whatever it is, I will not get angry. Or even if I get
Yeah.
angry, I will calm down and I will accept you for whatever it is. But the
Yes.
thing that I will never tolerate is lying. Once you lie to me, that's it. That's the end of it. We will never be the same anymore. So now she's a little too honest with everything. Like she told me about her first kiss, her first.
Oh my.
It's like, okay.
Oh, too much information, anak.
I love that she feels comfortable that she can tell me anything. That to me is something that I am proud of as a mom. My
Yes.
daughter feels comfortable and safe with me. I can tell mom anything. Mom won't judge me. Mom will know what to do.
Yes.
And she's like 26 and it's still the same because that was the foundation we set. You know, so
Yeah.
you're only at 11, so there's still a little more time for you to bond and to strengthen that bond actually.
Yes, and you have to remember now, we live in a different environment, right? We moved to Australia. So today, normally we would drop her off because the school is quite close to where we live. So we look forward to that, like dropping her off while walking, enjoying nature and stuff. And
Right.
then I noticed that most of the kids, they're very independent here. So normally they walk themselves to school all by themselves.
Right.
Most of them are what? Grade 4. Grade 4, grade 5, that's it. They walk themselves. Sabi ko, oh my God, hindi sila natatakot. But, they always say, no, it's very safe here.
Right.
And then we found out that one of her classmates, I think, lives right across our building.
Okay.
So, oh, can we walk together?
A guy friend?
No, it's a girl. It's a
Okay. Okay.
girlfriend. So they started walking kanina.
And
Kakasad.
why are you sad though?
Oh, I don't know. It's like
Because you feel like she's growing up
yeah.
too fast.
Too fast, too fast. I mean, it's all me. Dito kasi parang iba. So I'm like, is it too soon? I mean, I'm not sure.
But I think your daughter is going by the culture of Australia. It's different
That's right.
here in the Philippines. So if she sees her classmates feeling safe enough to walk to school by themselves, she's probably wondering, why can't I do that myself? Why can't I? If my friend can do that, why can't I? But did she ask for your permission to walk with her friend by herself?
Yes.
Okay.
She asked. So you know what we did? Hinayaan namin siya for like for a block. And then
Okay.
after, doon na tayo sa kabila. We were like stalking her.
I would have done the same just to make sure she's safe, right? That's good parenting, actually. Not helicopter parenting, but just making sure she's safe.
Oh, thank you for saying that. Hindi pala helicopter parenting yon.
Hindi pa.
Hindi pa?
If you
Oh
do it
my
like
gosh.
daily, tapos like you're
Hiding and all. Oh my gotcha! Saw you!
you do it initially just to make sure safe pala for your peace of mind. 11 eh. 11's still very young for me. But if you're saying Australia's safe, I trust my daughter's decisions or choices, but not other people.
I know.
You've given her the foundation at home, the basics of what's right and wrong, what to do when you're being approached by somebody you do not know, all those things that you hope she remembers when she's out there by herself. So just look out for her. That's okay. There's nothing wrong with that.
Not too OA.
No, not at all.
Great! Okay, so now I want to ask you. So ito na. So in terms of, let's say, screening her friends, how was that like for you?
Screening her friends like in high school,
In high school?
grade school,
Yes.
high school. The friends that she attracted were the kinds of friends that are just quiet like her. But there were bullies in grade school and high school. Like I told you, my daughter tells me everything. So she told me. I normally do pick up my daughter every day from school. My focus is just my child.
Yeah.
I watch her from afar and then I watch who she interacts with while she's coming to me. And then we talk in the car about what happened in the day or during the day in school, what made her happy, what made her sad. Screening her friends, I tell her in the car. So if that friend or if that person didn't make you feel good or they're asking her to pay for stuff, somehow your daughter has to learn, your child has to learn how to fend for herself because you will not always be there around for her. So you have to equip her so she can thrive in that situation, in that environment until she graduates. After she graduated high school, she was happier because she found better people in college. I told her, you can choose your friends. If
Yes.
yeah, if your friend you feel like that your friend is just using you, your friend is just making you cry all the time, that's not a friend.
Yeah, your daughter is 26 years old. I want to know, when it came to dating, did she ever go online? Apps such as Tinder.
Ah, no.
Kasi di ba yan yung uso ngayon, right?
She goes out with friends. She doesn't have a nightlife na going out to bars. No, that's not it. She goes to art museums with friends. Nerdy.
I love it.
Her generation is
Yes.
very social, so that's where they meet. Maybe that's the culture there. But here in the Philippines,
Yeah.
as far as my daughter is concerned, she doesn't have Tinder on her phone. She goes out, like physically,
Okay.
go out with friends, and then that's where she meets people. The old school way of
Oh,
meeting
that's
people.
nice. I would love it if, like, let's say, a friend set you up, or, like, let's say, common friends. It's nice to develop love from friendship. Para makilala mo siya, di ba?
And speaking of love, your child will look up to how you are as a couple, mom and dad as a couple. And that will be her barometer, her measure of how it is to be loved. So she will look up to you, how you are to your husband, and how your husband is to you. That's going to be her measure of what love really is.
It's all about modeling.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Without you trying to, not too conscious about how she's going to portray you guys, or how she's going to observe you. I mean, number one, I know that they're very observant. And sometimes, like, when you, let's say, get into, like, fights,
Yes.
misunderstandings, I mean, you have to be mindful of whatever it is she can hear or she can know about.
When my daughter would hear me and my husband fight before, I make sure that I debrief.
Oh, great. You have my postmortem.
I talk to her about it. I set her aside. I explain the entire thing. If you don't explain to her, she'd eventually blame herself. For that not to happen, you have to be ahead of it and say, it's not your fault. Couples do fight, they argue, and then, like, we've settled it and we're okay. Because sometimes they think that when the parents fight, they're gonna separate. Children always blame themselves.
Yes.
Alam
yes.
natin yan.
Hence therapy, diba? After. Joke.
I didn't get any explanation before for everything that I've experienced and observed in my family. I was left in the dark. So all of that, I didn't want my daughter to experience. I explain until she gets it. Until she gets that she's not the problem and it's not her fault.
So I guess it's also very important you find the right partner
Yes.
who, yes, who will be with you
Yes.
when you encounter these concerns, especially when they're growing up so fast and you can't even keep up.
The right partner who will support you in not just the childbearing, but the child rearing part.
Yes.
But mostly the bulk of child rearing is on the mom.
Mom talaga. Hindi pwedeng sa dad, no?
They have a different dynamic. With the moms, if you want to make sure that your daughter has a good foundation growing up, it's up to you.
And sometimes you just really have to be hands-on. You have to care so much. Feeling ko nga, minsan it's too much, but I figured you have to do this right. I only have one child.
What do you mean too much? What's too much?
Too much for me is when I'm not saying you want to control everything, but you want to know each and everything that happens in her life. And you want to understand why, let's say, she wanted to do this, or why this was her option. Let's say with her activities. Okay, so before she was into ballet, sabay-sabay ha, ballet, taekwondo, a little bit of gymnastics. And then all of a sudden she was like, okay, you know what? I don't want to do ballet anymore. Maybe I'll just focus on gymnastics. Even those little choices, I want to know what made her decide to do that, or to choose that option.
Same. My daughter used to play violin, and after a while she was crying. She felt guilty that we had to buy her a violin, and then she doesn't want to do it anymore. It's like, it's okay. We can always sell the violin. I don't want you to do anything that you're not happy with. So that's all right, because they're still finding themselves. But how will they do that if they don't try? So let them try everything that they want to try. That's how they learn.
She asked me if she can put on like fake,
Tats?
what do you call this, fake nails.
Oh, fake nails. Okay.
So she did it. She went to school for like 2 days with fake nails.
Oh, it's allowed in school.
It's allowed in school.
Oh, okay.
And then eventually nawala lang. But at least she was able to try it. Maybe she wants to be like me. Kidding. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Maybe she's just experimenting.
Most of the time, daughters mimic their mothers unconsciously. So we have to be careful how we do what we say, whether we like it or not, whether they admit it or not. We show them the example that they will eventually try to emulate outside.
Grabe the pressure, no?
Napapressure ka.
The pressure to be really responsible. Of course, you can still be a bit free-spirited, but with the right set of control pa rin, you can do it whatever you want. Kaya lang, you have to be responsible.
The minute I became a mom, everything changed. It's not about me anymore. It's about this little person. I want to make sure this little person is safe, that she grows up to be a good person. Because it will all come back to you if your child grows up to be an a-hole.
I know. Wow,
Sinong nanay
please.
niyan? Right?
I know.
Whether or not it was influenced by bad friends or whatever they watch on the internet, they would always look to the mother. Sinong nanay niyan? I always tell my daughter, you're an adult, you can do whatever you want, but know what's right and what's wrong. If you do something, what's the consequence of that? How will it ripple to other people?
The effects and all, right? So now I want to ask about yung in terms of intimacy. Kasi syempre,
Parang ang dami kong answers.
hindi, kasi syempre, 26 na yung sayo. In terms of intimacy, let's say with the opposite sex, did you have that talk
Of course.
with her? Kailan? What age?
12.
So early.
Soon as they get their menses, make them aware of their body.
I still have time.
Talk to her now, since your daughter is very intelligent. She's very smart.
Thank you.
Any teaching moment, grab it. You're not in your daughter's life forever. So you try to grab at every chance you can get while you're with her to teach her little things or big things like that. You want her to protect her body, her privacy. Her body is her own. Nobody is allowed to touch it without her permission. I also talk about sex education. Like if you get pregnant at an early age, you won't be able to pursue a career. Being a mom is no walk in the park. Being a mom means you have to put everything aside and you have to focus on that child. I told her, I gave up everything because you are more important than anything else in the world for me. I put off a career. Now I'm just trying to revisit them because she's an adult. But back then, in her developmental years, I had to be there, especially the first 5 years. That's very crucial. You make or break your child during that stage.
Noted. Taking down lots of mental notes now. It's time for Mooney.
Self-reflection time.
Exactly. Who were you before you were mom? And how do you keep that person alive?
Do I want to keep that person alive? I feel...
That says a lot about the past. Talagang nagbago ka ba in every big way? Ganun ba? Because I met you were already a mom. When I met you.
When you met me, my daughter was 3.
Yes.
I feel like my daughter, when I had her, I had a sense of purpose finally. My perspective on life has changed and it's for the better. So I kind of liked myself when I became a mom. Back then I was messy, lost. And now I have a sense of direction because of her. And I learn a lot from her now that she's also an adult. She teaches me more than she'll ever know. I kind of like myself after my daughter. How about you? Who were you before you became a mom? And how do you revive that person if it still needs reviving?
I think we had a good run.
Yeah.
I mean, the old me. I mean, I think before I became a mom, it was all about career. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Career, not really getting ahead, but like going after my goals. And it's usually around career. And then after I became a mom, I was like, no, I want my life to be extra meaningful. So I make sure that all the plans I have would revolve around her. So even let's say when I took my master's, I made sure that I could bring her with me. So little things like that. Everything is planned around the family and particularly my daughter. More responsible now. Sometimes I feel like a free spirit again, pero wag na. Madami tayong responsibilities as a mom. So I'm good with that.
When I met you, you were still single and a baby yourself.
Yeah, it's true.
And you had so much potential, so many offers, so many opportunities. Do you feel like you missed out on some of the opportunities that you could have had?
No, not really. I actually didn't think I was going to be a mom. because we
Oh,
had to wait for like 7 years.
why is that?
I just couldn't get pregnant and I didn't want to go
Oh,
through IVF. So apparently it was my retroverted uterus.
oh, okay.
Yeah, and I didn't want the IVF. It's gonna be like a roller coaster of emotions if I go through it, and I'm not ready for that emotional journey. You know what I mean? So I figured if God will give us a child, then He will, maybe in His right time. So we actually didn't wait anymore. We figured, okay, if let's say we won't get pregnant, what do we do? My husband was like, okay, then let's just pursue our goals. You know what I mean? Because he was really into sports that time. So he was like, okay, maybe I'll just line up several triathlons, and then you, what do you want to do? Oh, let's just travel together. Let's grow together, grow old together. And then you were surprised, like, oh my God, we got pregnant. That was such a meaningful, not just journey, but it made me realize that, wow, when you have a child, it's really a blessing.
Yes, it is. Your 11-year-old who has a mind of her own and who just speaks her mind out to you is a blessing, is a gift. Like I told you, my daughter, I feel like, is the best gift I've ever received from God. So I will not ignore the importance and the impact that my daughter has on my life. Like I said, a sense of purpose, a sense of direction, and your value is a little more than you were, well, as far as I'm concerned, a little more than my value before.
Thank you so much for imparting your wisdom on
Wisdom.
motherhood. Count your blessings,
Right,
right?
right, right.
So, for those of you, well, you can write down your thoughts below or you can email us sincerelyaligned@gmail.com.
Yes, thank you very much for joining us, and we hope you join us in the next one. Bye,
That's right.
Teta.
Thank you so much. And we hope you learned something about yourself today. Bye bye.
Bye.
I'm buffering right now.
I know what you mean. It's okay.
Thank you so much for today,
Thank you
ate.
for today also. Be safe and
Thank
be
you.
healthy and be well. I'll see you next
Oo,
week.
ikaw din.